little bit of an experiment today. I'm going to try and use my mobile phone to record this video just to see if that's something that works or not. Basic makeup, nothing too complicated today. I've got the palette by BPerfect. So far I've been loving BPerfect stuff, so let's see how this goes. I've only used one colour from this before, so it's going to be nice to get in there and see what it's like. So let's get some primer on. I'm going to be relatively careful. I had a little bit of an infection in my eye yesterday, but it seems to be really clearing up, so I'm not too worried about it. And let's see. And this is the MAC Prep and Prime eye primer that I'm using. Which feels really nice on the eyes, but I haven't really got, I don't know, I mean, I don't have a proper opinion on eye primers yet. I don't feel like I've tried enough of them to really kind of get a feel for what works and what doesn't in what situation. Now, let's see. Many brushes. Many brushes. Brushes. I probably ought to clean these again sometime soon. Let's see. Now this palette there's a lot of reds and browns and neutrally tones. There's a few pops of colour. There's a green, a matte, quite dark green. There's a sheer purple. But it's not, where to go. Let's try going into the pinky, okay, let's see, this colour is called Sultry. Oh, the lights. Let's put this on this outside corner. And much like the one, I said, I've only tried one of these before, but this goes on really, really nicely. Nice rich colour, easy to blend, easy to place. What are we going to put next? So that, I think that should probably be the darkest colour. I don't want to go too dark today. So what shall we put then? There's one called Sweet As. I'm going to try putting that next to it. Now this palette is heavy on the mattes, which I really like. I think, much as I love things that glitter and glow and look amazing, I feel more confident with mattes, like I know what I'm doing, putting them on my eyes. I know that they're going to be the colour I kind of expect them to be generally, and they're going to go on relatively easy. Yep, those two colours are blending together really nicely. Now I don't just want a bright red eye. So I think we're going to have to go much lighter in the inner corner. And I think I'm going to go, there's a shimmer here called Low Key that I think I'm going to have a go with. I'm going to take it on my finger first, just lightly, and place it on the inner corner. That is very pretty. Definitely good choice. Then I'm going to go in with the brush and take a little bit more of it. Oh, that's going on really nicely. It's like I was saying with shimmers, sometimes the shimmerier colours don't go on so well, but this is going on fantabulously. The formulations of the BPerfect cosmetics have really impressed me. I have this palette, the Tahiti palette, and their highlight palette, and I love every single one of them. They're probably some of my favourite makeup, full stop. Now we want to take some into the under eye. I take the darker colour, Sultry, and I haven't figured out what brushes I like for the under eye yet. I'm still faffing around on that front. Let's see. Now the tricky thing I always find is to connect this lower eye in a nice line up here. You can fix any mistakes with foundation, but getting that join there I find very difficult. I don't know if it's the shape of my eye or just my general incompetence. Just taking that in there. Now, we need to soften that upper line. So I'm going to take a blending brush with nothing on it and just run it over the upper outer line to soften that out. And it's created a really precise line the way I put it on. And funnily enough, it's a really straight line on this side, and then not quite as straight a line on this side. It's like naturally blended itself a little on this side, and naturally gone completely solid on this side. And let's take a slightly bigger, thicker brush, and I'll take a tiny little bit of this colour is called Blush, and it's a much paler colour, and we'll just put that along that blending line. There we go, that's nice. I think I'm going to have trouble getting rid of the straight line just because I don't know how it ended up so straight and solid, but that's helping a lot. That's nice. Colours in this are just gorgeous, and I wouldn't, like I said, it doesn't stand. I'm terrible magpie for entertainingly bright palettes and gimmicks. And this is not at all a gimmicky palette, but it's just really good. Yeah, it's way too dark there, and I can't seem to persuade it to be less dark. Can you even tell in this? The lighting makes it quite difficult, I think, for you guys to see really what's going on. Let's switch. let me switch this light off for a bit and we'll take a look closer. So you can see that it's gone quite dark and solid on this side, but on this side it's much more kind of blended out. What I tend to do in these situations, which isn't the best solution, is to darken up the side that isn't as dark, because it's easier to make something darker than it is to make something lighter. But I love this eye. I want this eye to look like this eye, not vice versa. But let's move on for the time being. What do we want to do eyeliner wise? Let's do my eyebrows. Just this little eyebrow pencil that I use. It's Too Faced. I have very light eyebrows, so I don't do that much to them. I don't shape them that much, partially because they're not too bad shape-wise, them just on their own, but also partially just because they're so blonde that it just seems kind of pointless. There's not a great deal to them. I don't know, it's funny, I'd like these videos to be more chatty, but I'm actually very uncertain about starting kind of conversations in this context. There's a certain comfort to be had in knowing that not anybody's really watching at the moment, because it's very much a case of no pressure as a result. I'm going to take my BPerfect highlighter, the Subzero highlighter palette, and I put a touch of Babley, I think, up here, just along the brow line. And maybe a little touch in the inner corner. Not with that brush because it's got dark stuff on it. Cool. Just to really brighten up that little corner there. And then I'll take a larger brush and put that same colour just along my cheek here. So the video timed out. I'm not sure what time it had gotten to, and I seem to recall this was the problem I had last time I tried using my phone, is that the video times out after a certain amount of time. Sorry, I'm making funny faces in the mirror. I'm almost finished. If I hadn't been faffing around so much and just generally taking ages to do things, I probably could have fitted it all into one video. This is my go-to blush palette, my Morphe blush palette, which I love. Let's just go with this. Now, I'm not wearing any base at the moment, which you probably can't really tell because the camera just blurs your skin out when you're using the phone. But I prefer not to wear much in the way of base. I'm not someone who likes a lot of heavy makeup on my face. And I think because, like I said, I've got a little infection here. It's better, but I'm not going to put any makeup on that in that corner of the eye just to really continue to give it a break. I'll put a little bit of concealer here and there. But overall today, we're just going to have my face be my face. because why not? This little corner that I was mentioning before is better. It's definitely started healing up. It's still a little red, but much improved. Lipstick. Now I have many lipsticks. I've not decided which one yet because I didn't know what I was going to wear on my face. No, not this one. Oh, too much choice. No. I think I'm going to be unadventurous and go with androgyny. I think I've got I don't have an androgyny lip pencil, but I have a Doll Parts lip pencil, which will do. So what makeup have you guys been buying lately? What's the most exciting thing that you've bought in the last kind of month? I'm going to do a post in the next week or so. It's like a roundup. I'm trying to talk and put lip liner on at the same time. A roundup of all my favourite buys of the last few months. So I can really highlight the stuff that I think deserves to be highlighted. And it's timed out again. And I think what that probably means is that it's run out of space. I don't have a great deal of memory on my camera phone, so I'll stop there, see if I can manage to upload this in some sort of joined together format and put my lipstick on separately. Bye!